Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Patriotic Rancher Show. I am your host, Mr. Brutally Honest, right here on Redcon One Media. The truth is here. And on Redcon One Media, you will always find the truth because we're not going to bullshit you. We're not going to fill you full of hot air. We're not going to just spew a bunch of crap out of our pie holes because, ladies and gentlemen, we believe in the truth. Nothing but the truth. So help me God. Even if it hurts me, I'm going to tell you the truth because I want to be proved wrong. I want to be the guy that you can look at and say, he was proved wrong. I want to be the one that will admit to you, each and every one of you, that I was wrong because I'm willing to do that. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's Monday Mayhem. So invite everybody. Invite your mother, your brother, your sister, your father, your aunts, your uncles, your nieces, your nephews. Even invite people you don't like. And then be sure to invite all the people you hate, especially the Democrats. Let's get some liberals on here today because I want liberals, ladies and gentlemen, today I want liberals on this show to prove to me that I'm wrong. I really do. I want liberals on this show today to prove to me that what I am going to talk about, I am wrong. My phone lines are going to be open. They can call in, whatever. I do not care. But I want them to prove to me, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm wrong. Because I know they can't. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. They can't prove that I'm wrong. Because everything I'm going to tell you guys is the God's honest truth. So, all right, before we get started, everybody knows how we do this. Off your ass and on your feet, let's say the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, damn it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You know, liberty and justice for all. There's something happening right now that's kind of interesting. I don't know how many of you people follow Staff Sergeant Moe and her husband, Jason Patrick. But there's something going on. There's something going on with them that makes you wonder, oh, crap, what's going on? And I'm going to get to that here in a second. But first and foremost, let's see who all's here. Okay, let's see who all's here. Hey, Marita, how you doing? Leslie, how are you? Barbara Danko. Hey, Big Sarge. Mr. Finnerty Jr. Yeah. Hey, Stephanie. How's it going? Stephanie Garbo. Good to see you from Colorado. Let's see here. Who else we got? We got, let's see. Scott Grimes. Hey, Scott. How's it going? That's right. USA, USA, USA. Jim Pratt. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hey, Carol Davis. How are you, ma'am? All right, all right. Well, like I say, welcome to the Patriotic Rancher Show. I am your host, Mr. Brutally Honest. And I just want to talk about some stuff. You know, yesterday I talked about rebuilding our communities. And if we rebuild our communities, that is how we're going to save our republic. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. We have to rebuild our communities. There's no question, no doubt in my mind that if you don't rebuild your communities, if you don't put your money into your local communities instead of the nation, your communities are going to die. Your counties are going to die. Your little towns, your little cities are going to die. They're going to become unincorporated towns. You know, I've seen it in a lot of states. I've worked ranches from Texas to North Dakota to the West Coast. In some of those states 2 or 3 times. And I've seen towns die out. Just in my 54 years of living, ladies and gentlemen, I have actually literally seen towns die out. Towns that was corporated become unincorporated. I've seen towns literally that had 1,000 people living in them to now there might be 2 houses. That's it. That's it. We got a town just north of us here, Selma, Oklahoma. Exact same way. At one time, there was over 150 homes there. And right now, the people living up there is 2 homes and a grain elevator. That's it. It's outside, it's north and east of Buffalo, Oklahoma, but there's nothing there. Nothing there. And if I was to drive there from here, it would take me about probably an hour and 10 minutes to drive there. And at one time, I used to know about 50 people that lived there. That town's empty now. It's a ghost town. But I could take you to everybody's house and tell you who lived there because they didn't support their community. They didn't. So we talked about that yesterday about how important it is to support your community. and the reason why I talked about that is because the Q thing. Everybody's Q. Everybody's, oh, Q this, Q this, Q this. Well, Q ain't shit. Because Q is not going to help you save your communities at all. It's not going to. Q does not talk about communities. Q does not talk about small business. Q does not talk about anything except for the nation. And people are so ingrained in the nation that they're forgetting their small communities. They're forgetting their local businesses, their local infrastructure. And again, this goes back to how do we fix the federal government? First, you got to fix your community and your county. Once you get that fixed, then you can work on another county and then another county, and then you can fix your state. And once you got your state fixed, then you can fix the government, federal government. But this is kind of going to go hand in hand with that. Because on Monday Mayhem, ladies and gentlemen, it has become very, what happened to the homes, Jay? Those homes are still there. Believe it or not, there's a lot of those homes still standing, but they're vacated. They're empty. Windows have been blown out of them. People throwing rocks and stuff to them. But all of those homes, every single one of them are still standing there in that town, and it's empty. If somebody was to go in there, you could probably buy every single place there for next to nothing. And I mean next to nothing. But it is a hell of a drive from there to Woodward, Oklahoma. You could go to Buffalo, which would be your closest community, and get things in Buffalo. But see, Buffalo does not have a hardware store anymore. Buffalo has a grocery store and a hospital and one bank and a post office and one gas station and a veterinarian and a bar, and that's it. That's all that's there. So you'd have to support Buffalo, Oklahoma. And I used to live in Buffalo, Oklahoma 30 years ago, and I guarantee you this, Buffalo, Oklahoma has not grown or changed in 30 years. Absolutely nothing has changed in that town except for owners of the bar and businesses have shut down. The guy who owned the grocery store, his son didn't want it run no more, so they sold it. And then people bought it, and they've sold it. That grocery store is sold like 7 times. And from what I hear the other day, they're actually talking about shutting it down. So, but yeah, I mean, this all comes back to the fact of you got to support your local communities. Now, here's the interesting aspect on that. On Monday Mayhem, this show is going to revert back to this in a way, because we have to look at things. This country in a whole, have you guys noticed how much bullshit is coming over the airwaves as of late? No, Jim Pratt, there was not gold mines there. This is ranching country. Ranching and farming. And up there around where Selman is, that's all ranching country. There is some farmland, but there's buffalo feeders, which is a feedlot. And that's it. And they got an elevator there. Hey, Marcinez, how many small towns have you ever been to? I don't know about out where you're at, but I do know out west, almost every single town out west has a Longhorn saloon. You go to Wyoming, almost every town has a Longhorn saloon. In Montana, the same way. Idaho, Utah, Arizona, almost every town does. I wonder why that is. So, yeah, but yeah, a lot of people can't handle. A lot of people can't admit that they can handle the solitude. They think they can, but they can't. When you grow up on ranches and farms, it's a solitary life. You're not got the hustle and bustle of 10,000 people. You know, the largest ranch I worked on was the Matador Ranch. And at one time we had 17 guys horseback every single day. We ran 4,800 head of mother cows. So we was horseback every single day. But when you got to the pasture, you was by yourself. Because like our cows, we calved those cows out in 2 20-section pastures. Now, a section is 640 acres. And both of these pastures were 20 sections. That's where we calved all those cows at. So you had to ride every day. So you was pretty much by yourself the entire time. And I've worked in cow camps out in Nevada, Idaho, Oregon, Montana, and there's nothing. Most of those camps are what we call a dry camp. There's no running water at all, and it's a dry camp. And if you have electricity, it is with generator, but it's solitude. Usually a cow camp is with 2 people. That's it. And you're lucky if you'll see a third person once a month. Now, most people can't live this way. They can't. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you look at it. I don't care what your military background is. Unless you've lived that life, you cannot handle it. Especially if you're a married person and both of you do not know what that life is like. Even homesteading 60 miles away from somebody is hard. There's not a damn thing easy about it. So how do you do it? It's tough. Now, what I'm trying to get to is here. Everything that we've seen on the medias as of lately, I don't know if I'm a legend, Kate Hill. There's an old saying out there. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. And I'm a bullshitter at times, just because I've lived on my own for so damn long. But yeah, thanks for the compliment. I'll take it. But anyway, how much media have you watched every single day for the last 6 months that was not focused on lies, deception, manipulation, murders, or anything along those lines? For the last 6 months, it's really been hot and heavy. Especially this week, it's really been hot and heavy. How many of you guys tell me, how many times have you seen this on the internet or on your TV, anything? How many times do you guys notice this a day? Once, 5 times, 10 times, all day long? You guys let me know. Put it there in the chat. Let us know how many times a day do you notice the lies, the manipulation, the threats, the murders, the killings, the corruption, everything. Here's my biggest thing. I've been noticing, especially here this week, it's really been prominent in the news. It's been very prominent in everything you look at. Everything has been nothing but lies, manipulations, frivolous attempts, and malicious intent. Some more deaths, some more trying to destroy somebody in one way or another that's innocent. And we've all seen that. And so it makes me wonder, why have we become a society that this is the most important thing there is, that they're putting on the shows? Oh, I gotta stop for a second. I was just told something today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to share and invite people, I was told this today that Facebook has it where you can actually pull it up and create a watch party. And that watch party, when you click on that deal, I was told that if you do a watch party, it goes to everybody that's on your messengers list. So everybody do a watch party. Jeff Vire says, Chris, give a shout out to Kaylin Schooling, my daughter. Hey, Kaylin, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. And here's the biggest thing. Manipulation, lies, malicious intent, that has become the main focus of everything we're seeing in the medias, everything we're seeing on the internet, Facebook, you name it, everywhere you look, this is all you see, nothing else. Is that the new norm? Do you guys think that's the new norm now, is they have to do this in order to try to get what point across? What point are they trying to get across with all the lies, the manipulations, the backstabbing? What points are they trying to get across to us? Ladies and gentlemen, we're all God-fearing people. We try to live our lives the right way. We try to do everything we can to live our lives in the light and keep going forward and progress and become better citizens of this great republic. But why is that being overshadowed by lies? I seen a deal with Nancy Pelosi. She actually had the gall to come out and say that the visit with North Korea failed, and that's a good thing. Why is that a good thing? Why is that a good thing? I don't understand this. Nancy Pelosi, she's making a living right now of lying every single day. So is the 2 Muslim ladies up there. I can't say their names. I'm not even going to try. I'm going to admit it to you. I'm that stupid. I can't say their damn names because I have a hard time saying those kind of names. So I'm not even going to try them because I'm going to screw them up. But then you got Elijah Cummings and you got Mad Maxine and you got all these people, and all they're doing is living on lies, manipulation. They're living on the misgiving of misdirection. How is misdirection going to make our country better? In all honesty, how is misdirection going to make our country better? Hello, Pharaoh. Thank you for joining us, ma'am. You know, that's one thing I want to know. That's one thing I want to know. Could you guys tell me? I need some help figuring this out. I'm just a dumb old country boy here, you know, and I'm having a hard time understanding the concept. Now, the quagmire to all this is, in my frame of thought and my little pea brain up here, is if we do not understand why there is so malicious intent on and frivolous lies and manipulation, and how, if I can't understand it, can you? And what are they actually trying to do with this? This is what I'm trying to figure out. What are they trying to do with all the lies? Are they trying to convince us how ignoramus they sound? You know, I just realized I'm throwing out some $50 words. My cowboy education is paying off. I love it. You know, I tried to go to college. I did. In 1999, I went to the University of Great Falls. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go to school. I'm going to take management. Because I'd be a good person, you know. Because I've been cowboy boss, jigger boss on ranches, and I've had guys work for me, and I've done it all my life. I'd be good. But the University of Great Falls is a liberal arts school. I didn't graduate. I had to drop out. I had to quit because I couldn't pass the math. Because, see, the math I grew up with was add, subtract, multiply, and divide. There was no fractions, no decimal points, no trig, what do they call that stuff? Trigonometry, geometry, there was none of that in my school. So when I went to college, I said, hey, I'm going to try this. And yeah, I was in AmeriCorps. I was on the newspaper. I got all the newspaper articles I wrote right there for the college paper called Chris's Cowboy Corner. And but I was in all this stuff. But after 2 years, I could not pass any of the math, the core requirements for the math. So $22,000 later, I had to quit. So I don't have an education via paperwork to wipe my butt with. I don't have that education with that piece of paper saying that I've bettered myself in any way, shape, or form. But, you know, here's the funny part about it is I have bettered myself. I have bettered myself because it's called the School of Hard Knocks. And with the School of Hard Knocks, and I'm living in the life of life and death every single day out here doing what I do. And most of you don't, working in town. But out here, I'm living in life and death because my animals can die today. I could be having a cow trying to have a calf. I got to go pull that calf, and the calf's dead or alive. Same thing with the horses, or I have one get cut up and I got to put him down, whatever. So I deal with this every day. But it's taught me something. From a very young age, it's taught me critical thinking. Critical thinking, the one thing that we need more than anything. Excuse me. Critical thinking. We got to have common sense. Are you seeing that right now? You know, I don't like talking about this lady, OAC. I listened to her today. Actually, the last couple of days. Pharaoh says, Kyle, I hope I said that. Kyle, I can't even say your last name. So you're watching from South Korea. Thank you, Kyle. And if you're in South Korea, you're probably in the military. So thank you for your service. You know, common sense, critical thinking, and I can tell when somebody's bullshitting somebody. Maybe it's because I spent all my life around bullshitters. You know, you go up around a bunch of cowboys all the time and you start hearing every kind of tale you can think of. So you got to learn real quick who's bullshitting and who's not. And I look at this every single day and they're doing, and you know what kills me? You know what kills me? In all honesty, people, the younger generation are believing the lies. They're believing the manipulation. They're believing the malicious intent. They are believing all of the nonsense that's coming out on all of our medias, that they're seeing in these games, that they are hearing, because I always got earbuds in their ears now. People are believing this. A younger generation is believing this. And there's a few older ones that's believing it too. I don't know how, but they are. But, you know, I look at it this way. The school of hard knocks. Yeah, I went from a little bodunk place out in Texas Panhandle called California's Boys Ranch. Well, me and my little brother was taken away from my mom at a young age. We was put in this place. And trust me, it was not a nice place. Not a nice place at all. But anyway, when I was 14, we was put in there. I was coming to a year and a half old. My little brother was 9 months when we got put in there. We was there till I was 14, and then we got sent home with my mom. Well, that place taught you critical thinking really fast. Really fast. Or you got your ass busted, or you got beat every day, or the other boys that lived in the same dorms as you got together and they just pie-eyed you. So you had to grow up hard and really fast and critical thinking. I went from that to my mom coming out and saying, okay, now you come home to, so we moved back to Amarillo. And instantly the next day, I was working at Amarillo Livestock Auction. At one time, at that time in my life, Amarillo Livestock Auction was the world's largest auction yard. In 4 days, time, we sold 48,000 head of cattle in 4 days. We would start the sales at 6 o'clock in the morning and shut down at midnight every day, all 4 days, to sell 48,000 head of cattle. And critical thinking time all day long when it was 125 degrees out there in sale barn. You're a horseback. We went through 6 horses a day. Each person did, because it's hard. So when you grow up in this life, you have to live with that. Then I went from that to the United States Army. And here's the funny part. When I joined the Army, yeah, when I went to Fort Benning, Georgia, that picture right there, there is only 5 or 6 Caucasian guys. Everybody else is Puerto Rican or some other nationality. So I got thrown in the mix of things really fast. And I had learned real quick what I can say and what I couldn't say, because the boys from Chicago and New York thought I was racist just by the words I said that I grew up with. So I had that. And then after I got out of the Army, I started working ranches. I started in South Texas, worked my way to North Dakota, to the West Coast. I can't tell you how many horses I rode, and I can't tell you how many miles of fence I put up or fixed. And I damn sure cannot tell you how many cows' asses I looked at or stuck my arm up in during calving season. But growing up in that lifestyle taught me a lot. It taught me to depend on myself and the good Lord up above to get by every day, to get myself out of bed every day. But it also taught me how to look at things and be able to see who's lying, who's telling you the truth. Because I was working on a ranch. I was 23 years old. I got hired on a ranch, no lie. And within 2 months, they made me what's called a jigger boss. You have your ranch manager, And then you got your cowboy boss, and then you got a jigger boss who's in charge of everybody. So I was made jigger boss, and everybody there was older than me. And I know why they did it. And I surprised them. I was able to work with everybody, still maintain a level of friendship, but still get the job done. But it taught me a lot at a very young age. And also, one of the things, too, is I can spot a lot of things. I learned back then how to read between the lines. I actually learned that in the military. When I got a dumbass sergeant or a dumbass second lieutenant just come out of OCS, oh, my God. I don't know if you guys ever been around a second lieutenants just come out of OCS, but they're dumber than a box of rocks. And especially when you're on the East-West German border. You know, and he's wanting to go over here. You can't go over there, dumbass, because that's the border. And, yeah, it's just markers out here. But if you step over that, guess what? You're in East Germany. See the fence over there, dumbass? Guess what? You got your Germans and your Russians that's going to get you. About that time, they pop up out of the ground. Scare the shit out of them. Ooh, yeah. So, you know, I learned a lot. And I'm watching all these yahoos. You know, and every day, ladies and gentlemen, I take that and I look at what's being told to us on the internet, on all the airwaves, on every social media there is. I look at everything we hear, and it's nothing but crap. It's nothing but freaking lies. It's nothing but freaking manipulation. I look at the bills. You guys know, everybody who watches this show knows that I pull bills up and I read you what the bills are. And you should be able to tell when I'm reading you those bills, the manipulation in them. The lies that they're putting forth, all these fake laws that they're putting out. And I'm wondering, why have we become a country where that is more important than honesty? Why has that become more important than brutal honesty? The good Lord up above, the fact that we have a republic and we have our sovereignty. Why is lies, murder, manipulation, thieving, you name it, why is that more important? To teach our youth this is how we're supposed to be. Why do they need to see this crap every single day and get it instilled in their head that this is how it's supposed to be? Did it start with Clinton when he started lying to everybody and they aired this thing all the time about him and his relationship with old Mrs. Under the Desk? I did not have sexual relations with that lady. You're a lying son of a bitch. You damn sure did. Just admit it. And then you got Hillary going around killing everybody. Everybody that he had stuff with. Everybody he raped when he was governor. She'd go around and kill them. But did it start then? Or did it start back in the day when we had carpetbaggers traveling throughout the country? Warner Brothers put out a claim on some... What? I got a deal said Warner Brothers just put a claim out. Makes me wonder what the hell they're talking about. Because the music I got didn't come from Warner Brothers. They can kiss my derriere. See what page is? Oh, it's Redcon 1's page. I can't believe that. I can't believe they do that. Yeah, it's stuff like this. Why? Why is that happening? You know, you look at Facebook. Why is that stuff so prevalent? Now, this is off the Big Sarge show. Okay. He'll get that. He'll see that. But anyway, you know, it just makes me wonder. It really does, ladies and gentlemen, why lying, cheating, stealing, manipulation, murders, thieving is so important. Can you guys please tell me why it is so important in our society that is the only way that they want our youth to learn? Because I'm having a hard time understanding it. I'm having a real hard time understanding it. I would like for some of you guys to tell me how this is our new model of becoming a republic and keeping our republic and keeping who we are as Americans, because I'm having a really hard time seeing it and understanding it. I really am. I'm having a hard time. For the simple fact is, it makes me wonder personally, are my grandkids going to grow up lying all the time, manipulating all the time? Because the government does it, and we're supposed to look up to the government, right? Our government is our duly elected representatives that's supposed to represent us and our interest. Or wait a minute, do they represent our interest anymore? Does the United States government represent your interest? That's what I want to know. Johnny Wells, Chris, please explain to me why God would make it that man would have to pull a calf. God didn't do that. Man did. I can tell you how that happens, Johnny Wells, Martin, real easy. Because people ain't paying attention. You have cattle. All these cattle are different breeds and different sizes. And they want these big, nice, bony creatures. So they get these bulls. They don't semen test them. They don't look at what kind of calves they're throwing out. So, I want calfies and bulls. I want a bull that's going to breed this cow, and I'm going to have a calf about 60 pounds. I don't want to have calves that's 90 to 100 freaking pounds. And her damn pelvis is only this big. I don't want that. I want, if you're going to, you got to have a cow that's got a pelvis like this. And that's the problem there. God didn't do that. That's a man-made thing. And that brings up a very good point, Joni. Man is the only species I know that can screw anything up. Am I right? The human race screws up more shit than anything else on this planet. We screw it up. I mean, my God, look at that dead whale that just washed up. They cut him open. He was full of nothing but plastic bottles, plastic sacks, plastic this, plastic that. That is man-made. Look, we have become a society that has changed from the thought processes, if it's not broke, don't fix it, to the society of, we're going to break it so we can fix it. And I don't like that, so we're going to try to fix it anyway. And it turns around and breaks the damn thing 100 times worse than what it was. So God didn't do that, Joni. Man did. Now, yes, God gave man, and when I say man, I mean men and women, free will. But are they using that free will to the best of their ability? Hell no. Hell no. And you know that. You guys know that just as well as I do. You guys know that just as well as I do. But if it's man-made, it will break. If man invents it, it's not going to work forever. But man, and I hate to say this, but men and women have a tendency to screw more things up than what you can fix. So how do we change this? Like Jay says here, I'll tell y'all 2 young men in ages of 18 and 15 that don't believe an ounce of it. Use my 2 youngins. They were raised with the brain in their head and taught critical thinking. Yeah. That's what has to happen. But what happens to the kids, Jay? That's not being told. It's just like that old bald-headed chick sitting out there going, your hat offends me. You got to think of my emotions, because my emotions is reality, and reality says that your hat offends me. So therefore, I cannot be myself. Or I am president of the NAACP because I'm black. See my shoe polish? I have a permanent black face I put on every single day. Don't mind my red hair. I'm going to dye it black. And I'm going to curl it so it looks curly. You know, but we have a society that does not think, Jay. Now, Pennsylvania Chuck, please cover the story of the Marine in Harrisburg that was arrested by city detective and police officer falsely accused of stolen valor. Civil rights suit has been filed. The city is fighting. In all honesty, Pennsylvania Chuck, I have not heard about that story. Big Sarge might have, Zach might have, or somebody else up there in Pennsylvania might have heard about that story, but I did not hear about it down here. I haven't seen it. So if you want, you can forward me all the information, and I would be glad to look into it. But I'm sorry, Pennsylvania Chuck, I do not know about that at all. So, you know, here's my problem. Jay, you're raising your kids right. A lot of you are raising your kids right to have common sense, to have critical thinking, to know how to put one foot in front of the other. Pick your chest up, pull your damn pants up, tighten your belt up, and go do what's got to get done. You're doing a hell of a job. And you're also teaching them what the good Lord has put us here for. But what about the rest of them that's not being taught that? What about them? Because, you know, those ones there are the next Beto O'Rourke's. Those ones there are the next OACs. Those are the next Pelosi's. So what the hell? What do we do then? How do we educate those people? In all honesty, how do we educate those people, those youngins, to get them to see the lies, the manipulation, the intent to destroy this country from within? Because those people there, I guarantee you what, ladies and gentlemen, they don't support the local communities. They support the nation. They support the nation. Whereas you have to support your communities. You got to support your county. You have to take your finances and shove it into your local infrastructure to build that. But those people don't do that. Those people do not do that. They're like this all day long. Or they're like this all day long. Or they're doing this all day long. That's it. Or they got their freaking earphones in all day long. And they're sitting at home. They got the headphones on with the mic and they're playing some battle game or something. Do you actually believe that those folks will build their communities? Will support their communities? Do you think those folks will depend on themselves to better themselves? Hell no. There ain't no way in hell they're going to do it. Those are the ones that believe all the lies and manipulations. Those are the ones that believe all this nonsense. Those are the ones that believe everything Pelosi, Clinton, Schumer, everybody says. So, what do we do? What do we do? How do we get them people to start seeing the truth? How do we get them to start seeing the lies, the manipulation? You know, the African American community, the Black Americans, seen it. They seen it. They heard it. They've lived through it. Now they've bettered themselves. They don't want nothing to do with it anymore because now they know what is what. How can we get the rest of the people to start seeing it as clearly as anybody else? That's what I want to know, ladies and gentlemen. How in the hell do we do this? Because we got to do something. We really do. We got to do something. So it makes me wonder what's what. It does. It makes me wonder what we got to do to make sure things, oh, damn it, get over there, to keep our country in the right path. You know, we have people up there who thinks it's a great idea to destroy our country, to completely rebuild it. Okay. How do you rebuild a country that's already built, that's so ingrained and indoctrinated into lies, manipulation? How do you rebuild a country? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. It's not making any sense to me. None at all. None at all. So what do we do? What do we do, in all honesty? You know, and this brings up a very good question. And this is a question. And somebody needs to make a poll, because every time I try to make a poll, oh, I got a poll. I can make a poll right here. Cool. I'm going to do this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to make a poll, so stay with me. How many? 22, 40. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm coming up with the question here is what I'm doing. I'm trying to do this. I'm not like a lot of you, 90% of you guys. I cannot look at this and type at the same time. I have to look at what I'm typing. And then I got to do this. Hell, I can't even talk while I'm doing it. Okay. Start a live poll. Okay, I got a live poll coming up, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you to take this live poll for me. If I can get it to broadcast. There we go. Solo. I'm going to solo it. There you go. How many 20 to 40-year-olds do you know can unplug for 30 days? Do you guys actually believe that anybody in that generation can go without cell phones, video games, the internet, or anything? You guys get after that poll. I want to see what your guys' answers are, because to me, that's an important question. Because just imagine this, as you're taking this poll, just imagine what happens if all media's shut down tomorrow. And I mean all of the airwaves, everything. What happens if there was no more cell phones? There was no internet. There was no TV. There was no microphones to do all these speeches that they're doing. And they actually had to get out and go talk to people. What happens when all these youngsters between the ages of, well, see, the Democrats are going after 16-year-olds really hot and heavy. Say 16 to 40-year-olds who still live at home, don't want to work. What happens when they can't hear the manipulation anymore? All they can do is read the printed text, the newspapers that's going to be printed. What do you guys think is going to happen in America when this younger generation finds out we have no more internet? We have no more CNN, no MSNBC, no Coffee with Joe in the morning, no Rachel Maddow, no Hardball with Chris Matthews. We have no more Don Lemon. Oh my good God, heaven forbid. What then? What do you think? Do you think that the youth of today can pull their head out of their ass and survive? In all honesty, do you think that they can? Because I don't think they can, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think they can. And man, look at that. 82% right now says zero. 9% says no clue. 8% says a quarter of the population. And nobody's saying half of the population. Wow. And did everybody notice my numbers just dropped like hell? I noticed my numbers just dropped real big. That's okay. I'm only at 29 viewers now. I think we're up around 40. Ain't that something? Wow. I must be boring tonight, but that's okay. Because you got to be boring every once in a while to get a point across. You can't be hitting those peaks 24/7, 365. You just can't do it. So, what do we do? What do we do? We try to go forward. We try to carry on. You know, we try to educate. So how do we educate these people? How do we educate? Literally. Jerry Gabriel, my 32-year-old can't read cursive, let alone write. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Really? I'm just astounded. I am astounded at that. How can that person not read cursive at 32 years of age? That boggles my mind. And I don't understand that at all. But that's just me. That is just me. All right, we're coming up here on the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Collins. Yes, I did. I got to look. I think you sent it PayPal, if I remember right, Jimmy Collins. But yes, I can look here real quick. I'm pretty sure I did. So we're coming up on the top of the hour, and that's right. Okay. Coming up on the top of the hour, and I'm going to look at this real quick. And see, I can't do two things at once when it comes to this stuff. I just can't. Jimmy, yep, got $10. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Jimmy Collins, you're in for the cross. Awesome. I do appreciate it. Okay, so top of the hour. I got to do this, ladies and gentlemen. We got to take a station ID break. You're watching the Patriotic Rancher Show. My name is Mr. Brutally Honest, your host for this evening, right here on Redcon One Media. The truth is here, always here. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You will never get no bullshit here. Even if it hurts me, I'm going to be truthful because they call me Mr. Brutally Honest, and I am. No ifs, ands, buts about it, because I just don't care. And that's the truth. So, yeah. So, matter of fact, I better do this real quick. Jimmy Collins, I got your ticket right here. I'll send you a picture of it after the show. But, okay, so we talked about that. Now, I wanted to get you guys' opinions on what was going on. You know, Jeff Vire, you need 3 tickets for the cross. Okay, Jeff. Here we go again. I'm trying to do a couple of things here. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm just going to fill them out right now. Just put cross and Jeff. And if I don't read it out, ladies and gentlemen, that what you want, you're just going to have to let me know. You're going to have to PM me and tell me what you want. All right, Jeff, I got those. I'll send you guys pictures after the show. But anyway, here's something that we need to look at, okay? I have the utmost pride right now. You know, we had a sheriff going around the country a couple of years ago. His name was Sheriff Mack. And I don't know if you guys know about Sheriff Mack, but Sheriff Mack was actually going around the country and talking to sheriffs in their counties. He would have big meetings in all the states and the sheriffs would come. And Sheriff Max, what he was trying to do was educate these sheriffs on what their true duties were. And their true duties were to the people of the county on how they are the ultimate law enforcement, the ultimate protector of their communities. Now, one of the things too that I really like is right now we have so many red flag laws. We have so much bullshit being done right now that our sheriffs are literally finally taking notice, finally standing up, finally saying what's what. You know, and right here's one of them. It says, organizers of the pro-gun sanctuaries. Oh, it's a video. Yeah, it's a video. Okay. Put that up here. I'm going to put that there. Notifying guest. Okay. Let's see if I can get this up here. Yep, here we go. There's 4. I'm going to put it up solo. I'm going to try to do this. Let me get back down here. I got to get this off. Crap. Oh, there it is. Jeff Farr says he's 2 ahead. Okay. It's an advertisement, but I might not be able to play it. I got that damn cellular internet, and it might not let me play it. I'm trying to, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to. So you got to bear with me here for a couple seconds. If it don't, I'm just going to read you this damn thing.
And Chinese exports to the U.S. account for only 19%.
No. Oh, I hate this. All right. Let me get that off of there. That's not going to do any good. That's not going to do it good. Come on. Get off of there. Get off of there. All right. There it goes. Okay. Cibola County Sheriff Tony Mace, his sidearm that he's wearing in Grants, New Mexico, U.S. United States, February 28, 2019. It shows a picture of his firearm. If they want to have their own laws, that's fine. Don't shove them on us down here, said Dave Campbell, a member of the board of Effingham County, Illinois, about 250 miles south of Chicago. Backers of the sanctuary movie say that they want to take it national-wide. Leaders in all 4 states where it has been taken hold have formed a loose alliance, sometimes sharing strategies or text of resolutions. They also say that they are talking with like-minded activists in California, New York, Idaho, and Iowa. You know, here's the thing about it. This sheriff, okay? Oh, it's going to play now. It's going to play now. Son of a bitch. Let me see if I can do this again, ladies and gentlemen, because I want you guys to watch this.
And let our government do whatever they want. And enact laws that are just on the books, like a feel-good law that doesn't really protect people.
Sheriff Tony Mays declared his jurisdiction, New Mexico's Cibola County, a Second Amendment sanctuary.
All we want to do is use that resolution to say the people of New Mexico as a whole like the right to bear arms.
The rebellion playing out in at least 4 states, with conservative law enforcement leaders in Illinois, New Mexico, Washington, and Oregon vowing to defy any law they say violates their Second Amendment right to bear arms. Gun control laws spurred on in part by last year's school shooting in Parkland, Florida. Reuters correspondent Daniel Trotta.
When the students rose up and really effectively changed the gun control debate, Democrats got animated. They used the gun control debate in November when they not only took over the House of Representatives, but made big gains at the state level. And it's in those states now that the Democrats are following through on their promise and raising the hackles of rural people who didn't want to see that come down the pike.
While the conflict at this point remains a war of words, threats are flying in both directions.
In the state of Washington, the Attorney General has essentially threatened county sheriffs, saying if they do not support the initiative, they do not enforce the initiative, there could be legal consequences. One county sheriff I talked to thought the Attorney General was bluffing and essentially challenged him to go to court.
The growing battle rift between rural and urban communities across the nation.
And now, with round-the-clock updates from Reuters journalists, here are today's top stories.
All right. So, you guys heard it. Now, the funny part about it is the medias are saying rogue sheriffs. These sheriffs are not rogue. Do you guys think the sheriff is rogue for standing up for their communities? Do you think the sheriffs are rogue for protecting the Second Amendment rights of the people in their communities and in their counties? I don't. I think they're doing their job. You can call them rogue all you want, but this isn't Star Wars. This isn't Rogue One. This is law enforcement, the top law enforcement in the United States government, doing their job. And no, I'm not talking about the alphabet wannabe law enforcement groups. I'm talking about sheriff's departments of the counties that you live in, doing their jobs. You know, and here's the funny part. Jerry Cox. I have to look. Oh, yeah, I got it, Jerry. Thank you. I'll get that wrote down. I was getting flabbergasted there. Anyway, these sheriffs, for some of you that do not know this, the sheriff of your county can literally go to every federal agency and ask him to vacate the country. get out of their county. If they don't, then they could physically remove them out of the county. The sheriff of your county is the ultimate say. No ifs, ands, or buts about it when it comes to law enforcement. You have the sheriff's department and you got fish and wildlife, your game wardens. They are your two highest forms of law enforcement, completely over your chief of police, your police officers, and everybody else. Your sheriff can tell your county what's what. That's all there is to that. That's how that happens, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm glad to see it. I really am. Because it needs to happen more and more. More and more. You know, they're not rogue. Do you guys think they're rogue? I don't. I don't think they're rogue at all. I think they're finally standing up, doing their job. All right, I want to look and see how this deal's gone here. What does it say? 86% said 0. 7% says none. 7%. All right. Well, we're gonna call it good. I like that poll. I like that poll. That was a good poll. Thank you guys for taking that poll. I do appreciate it. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you got to look at it this way. The sheriffs are finally doing their job. Now, here in the state of Oklahoma, Governor Stitt just signed the constitutional carry permit. And they still got a couple of things they're working on, that you can't go into certain businesses with them, which is okie dokie, not a problem. But the nice thing about it is our sheriffs are going to have to start upholding the law. That's what's going to have to happen. Now, I guarantee you're going to have some bad sheriffs. There are going to be some crooked sheriffs out there. I hate to say it, but there's crooked police, crooked sheriff's departments, crooked detectives all over the place. And they give everybody a bad name, but there's more good than bad. And the nice thing about a sheriff, the sheriff is not appointed. The sheriff is elected. So with the sheriff being elected, what do you think he's going to do? As to where an appointed official would do. So, yeah, we need to get behind our sheriffs. Oh, yeah, Jeff, yeah, I've shared that. I shared that when he signed it right there on Facebook so everybody could see it. That Governor Stitt did sign it on Facebook. I wanted everybody to know that he was signing that. That was the very first bill of his term that he signed. And I thought that was a hell of a way to start off his term as governor. I really do. All right, guys, the phone lines are open. So give me a call. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about what we've been talking about tonight. Okay? I'm going to put it in here. Give me. Crap. I'm having hell tonight. There. There we go. Show, damn it. There it is. Phone lines are open. So give me a call, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me what you're thinking about this, because I would like to know your thoughts and your opinions on stuff we talked about already. And even if you got something else you want to talk about, then bring it up. Bring it up. I want to know, because I can sit here and give you my thoughts, my opinions, my facts every single day. But if you guys don't get involved, if you guys do not come forward with your ideas, your thoughts, or anything, how are we going to accomplish anything? That's what I want to know. So that's why I always say, phone lines are open. It is time for you guys to call. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. So I'm waiting to hear from you. And while we're doing that, I have a new deal I found out about today from my niece in Buckeye, Arizona. She was telling me something about a new form of stuff. It is not PayPal, but this thing goes to your credit card. It puts money. Say I wanted to send you money, okay? It goes right to your credit card. I'll get back to it here in a second. Hello, you're on the Patriotic Rancher Show. Hello. Hello. He's going to have to call me back. Nobody there. But anyway, this new deal is called the Cash App. And I really checked into it today. I really did. And the nice thing about it is we tested it out. And it does not go to your bank account at all. And there has been some stuff out there saying, oh, somebody calls you from Cash App and they need your banking information to verify this, that, and the other. That is wrong. It does not. It does not involve your banking information at all. It only involves a credit card number. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have the information up there in the link. It's called Cash App. I got it underneath the PayPal deal. And what it does, it goes to, it's like PayPal. It goes right to the credit card. It goes right into the Cash App. But once I accept it, then I pay the fee on what it's going to cost, for me to accept it. But here's the nice thing. If you leave it in there for a couple of days and then you go get it, it costs $0 to get that money. $0. Ain't that cool? Hello, you're on the Patriotic Rancher Show. Who's this?
Oh, this is John. How are you, sir?
Hey, John, how's it going?
Well, it's going, I guess. I just kind of wanted to touch base on a few subjects that kind of hit home with me as you were talking there.
Okay.
One of them being that we need to stand behind these sheriffs because, quite frankly, we need to put a boot in our ass.
Yep.
And the American people need to be doing it.
Right.
And it's the only way anything's going to get done. And if you got an opportunity to stand behind anything, you ought to stand behind your sheriff.
Right.
If he's going to stand up like that, then we need to be men and women enough to stand behind him. I'm sorry, but that's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
And if it means you need to pick up a gun, that's what you got to do. But I'm telling you, that's exactly what we got to do. We got to show these people that we're not playing.
Right.
This isn't a game. This is a matter of our security and our safety.
Yeah.
And for anybody to say that it's not about our security and our safety, they are way wrong, and they are way distorted in their reality.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and for us to deny that would be quite stupid.
Right, right. And the biggest thing too is, like I was saying, we got good sheriffs, we got bad sheriffs. And I'm pretty sure everybody can figure out what's what and who's who. But we have, like you said, we have to support our officers. We really do. And, the sheriff is always there for you to go talk to. That's the nice thing about it is you can always go down there to the sheriff's department and talk to the sheriff because they're supposed to have an open door policy, just like your city commissioners and your county commissioners. Since he is an elected official, he's supposed to have an open door policy where you go talk to him. And you need to go talk to him and see if your local sheriff supports the Second Amendment that's going around right now and all these red flag laws. You need to get it from the horse's mouth on what's what in your county. That part's important. That part is damn important, and people need to realize that. Don't you?
I couldn't agree with you more. I could not agree with you more. Because that's where our power is going to be found, is in the numbers.
Right.
And you got a big stance right there. If you can get a sheriff that is willing to support the value of a person being able to stay safe inside their own home. We got too many older people that cannot even feel safe in their own home. Now that is a sad freaking day.
Right. I agree with you. It is. It is a sad day. It is.
So, and when it comes to, this goofy stuff that we got, you better be looking at it, because that's why your old people are talking and they're standing up and they're saying something. Hey, somebody came in my home and I had to shoot him. Well, darn it, wake up. Do you think some old person want to come out like that and say somebody came in my home, tried to rape me?
Right. Right.
Come on, they don't want to do that. That's the last thing they want to be about.
Right.
And then you got some 9-year-old boys in a bar dancing with the girly stuff on. Now, come on.
Yeah. And this is, this is where the sheriff needs to get a hold of that stuff. I fully agree on that. That's child abuse. That's child endangerment. That's everything evil that you can ever imagine. And I do know that every city and county has ordinances against that stuff. And the sheriff actually needs to get a hold of that. If the city cops ain't going to do it, then by God, the sheriff needs to. And that's where people need to get. This is where people need to realize something. I don't give a shit if you're in San Diego, Chicago, New York, Orlando, Florida, Atlanta, Dallas, Albuquerque. I don't give a shit where you live. If you know that your city police chief is not doing the job and your city officers are not enforcing the laws, ladies and gentlemen, remember your local sheriff has been appointed. You have the absolute right to go talk to your sheriff and point out to him, either by yourself or a group of people, on what is going on. Taking proof on what's happening and how things are not getting done. Because there's absolutely no way those little boys should be on an adult stage in a strip joint or anywhere else doing what they were doing. The sheriff should have been there and closed them down. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. And if you're not doing that, then by God, you need to get together and go get with your sheriff. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. And that will tell you really fast if your sheriff is clean or dirty. In a nutshell.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
Yeah, I think we should feel that's our duty.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you get me on that train of thought where it's like, I'm starting to really grasp the whole concept of even the locally, what I could do locally in my communities. I support the community. I'm good about spending money in the community. But what I'm bad on is going to the sheriff, finding out, what is it that he supports? Does he support my right to carry and bear arms? Does he support the freedoms and liberties, the constitutional laws of the city and the state that I live in?
Right. Right.
So, and that's really, that is the bottom line.
Yeah.
And I think, too, that we need to reform. Now, hear me out. We need to reform this election process, okay? They keep talking about reform. How about we do this? How about we put it online, okay? Now you could go online because they want to make the matter of it to where you can let illegals vote anyway.
Right.
So
right.
why don't we do it online then?
Right.
If you're going to be doing all this craziness, there ain't no reason why the president can't make a law that you could do that stuff online.
Yeah, exactly. And this is where I tell people, if you see something not being done and it involves law enforcement, go talk to the sheriff. Don't talk to the chief of police. Don't talk to the district attorney. Go talk to the sheriff. Don't sit here and don't let them bullshit you either and say, oh, the sheriff has no say what happens in town. That's a crock of crap because your city and your town is in that frickin' county. So therefore the sheriff has sole power. So don't let them bullshit you.
Amen. Well, it's like a head gasket on your truck there. You know it ain't bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know it ain't bullshit. You got to get to the matter of it.
Yeah, I know it's not bullshit because I'm the one putting the antifreeze in because that son of a bitch is gone. So I got to get it fixed.
I know that, right? Yeah, that's the thing of it. You know what you can maybe do, buddy? Now, I seen a video on this. I don't know how true it is, but I did see it. It did seem to work. But you can put a couple eggs. You can crack a couple eggs and put them in your radiator, and they'll seal all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You know, I got a really good friend, and he's a hell of a mechanic. And he's actually going to help me pull that motor and work on it. He said we can get everything done in a day, no problem. Yeah. But yeah, he's going to help me do all that. And you know what? I'd rather just pull it apart and get it fixed and do it right the first time, and that way I'm not fiddle fart screwing around with it. So
yeah, do it right the first time. Yeah, I hear you. I just thought maybe it was a matter of the matter of it.
Yeah,
more than anything. But
right. All righty. Well, thank you, sir. Right. Thank you for your call.
All right. Well, you did take it easy there, fella, and you enjoy it down there. I know Oklahoma can be beautiful and it can be rough just as well. Also.
Yeah, it is. Dodge country because we got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah, we do. And that's the thing of it. You said it right there. It's God's country, and it don't matter what anybody does. I'm going to tell you something. That good man up there is the one you need to be looking at right now.
That's right.
All that other shit, it's going to matter. It's going to matter.
Yeah.
But you got to put God before it all.
Right. I agree, sir.
All right. Thank you much.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. Okay, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about this. Jerry Cox, you was wanting to know, so I'm gonna tell you here real quick. Let me get to it. Cash App. Okay, here we go. You guys see that little green? Where the hell's that on there? Right here, right where my finger's at. Yeah, right there. It's a green S $sign. And you can actually go into your Google Play and download it. Okay. I did. I downloaded it on my phone. It's not an Apple phone. Mine is a Samsung, but I downloaded it. And what you do is you go put in your information. Okay. Basically just set up a deal. Now, this thing is set up for cash, Bitcoin, and your banks, but you don't put your banking information into it. All you put into it is your credit card number. Do not put your banking information into it because that's not how it works. And it will not ask you for your banking information. It will ask you for your credit card number. Now, this is what it looks like when you're all set up. Okay. And you see there, it has a $sign, Mr. Brutally Honest, with no period. Okay. And this is brand new. I just set it up and I did test it out with my niece. She sent me some money so we could test it out. First thing is she sent $25. And Jerry Cox, she was wondering, what's the takeout on it? Okay. For $25, they took out $2. Okay, I didn't think nothing about that. Then she sent me out of the blue. I'm just sitting so this thing goes ding again. She sent me $125. Wow. Okay. So out of the $125, and I just took it instantly, it cost me like $3 and some odd cents or $4 is what it cost me. I'm going, oh, okay. So out of 125, I got 122 or 123. It came out on my end, not out on the sender's end, but out on the end of the people receiving the money. That's how that works. That's how it worked on my end anyway. So, but ladies and gentlemen, this Cash App, I've looked into it, I've researched it, and it's instantly, because it goes from your credit card to that person's credit card. Now you can let it sit in there for a couple of days, and I did find out that if you let that money sit there for a couple of days and you go take it then there's zero they're taking out. And that's how that works, unlike PayPal, because PayPal is a lot different. So what the nice thing about that is, like I said, it goes straight to your credit card. So it's instantly on your card. Say somebody called me up and said, hey, I need 20 bucks. Okay, well, download this, put it on your deal, and put your information in there, and then let me know, and I will send a $1 thing. And then after you get that, we're going to know it's going to go through. Boom, I can send it to you, and you got the money. It happens that fast, and it's freaking awesome. It is awesome. I was able to take some of that money and take Donna down to, where did we go eat? Where did we eat? Sonic? Yeah, we went to Sonic to get something to eat. So it worked out good. So that's a new deal that I'm trying out along with PayPal. So if you guys want to try something like that, let me know, and we can go that way too, because it's instantaneously. So now, Scott Grimes, I don't have a credit card. I have a bank card. I have a bank Visa card, which is, yeah, just your bank card. I have a bank account at Chase Bank. And, you know, your ATM card that you get, the one with the little chip in there, they say you can use to buy groceries, all that stuff with. That's all I use. I don't have a credit card. I call these things a credit card, but actually it's a debit card. It says debit on it, but I use it as a credit card. That's the one that I use, and it, boom, it happens that fast. It goes through. It's pretty slick. It goes pretty slick, actually, and it's actually damn secure. And if anybody at any time gets any kind of phone calls or messages saying, oh, we have a problem with the banking information associated with your Cash App, you know it's a fraud, because you're not putting your banking information in there at all. You're only putting in your card number. So, okay. So I just wanted to explain that to you guys. That is why I put this up here. I have that now, and that's another way to send support or donations is via that way. And what it is I keep track of who sent what, that way for the end of the year. And but that's my deal. It's a $, Mr. Brutally Honest. So if you guys are interested in sending money that way, or if you want to send it PayPal, same thing. You guys seen my PayPal? I had it up there earlier. You can do my PayPal right there. It is. Either way works. And I appreciate everybody starting to send stuff in for the raffle. I really do. All right. So we're going to wrap this thing up tonight. It's been fun. It's been a blast. Jerry Cox, I'm not going to forget your ticket. I got to scroll back down here, though. Jerry Cox. It was for the cross, or it was for the rifle. Nope. I'm scrolling, Jerry. Okay, Jerry Cox sent money for the rifle raffle. Yeah, you sent it to PayPal, so I'm going to look that up, and I will get your ticket. And like I said, I don't care if you send the money via Cash App or PayPal. I will fill out your tickets, just like I did Jimmy Collins. I write your name on there and what it's for. I take a picture of both sides, and I send you the pictures. That way you have them, okay? 10 hashtag. Yes, send me that thing. I need my spectacles, but I can't move that fast. 85313. Done. Jerry talks. $20 for one raffle ticket. All right. And guys, if you do send it PayPal, tell me what it, okay. Tell me what it's for, because I would like to know. But Jerry Cox, I did receive that. I'm filling out your ticket right now, and I do appreciate it, sir. Rifle. Also, I got a phone call today from Harry Seabold, and they was telling me on the T-shirts and the caps that I showed you guys. I'm gonna pull those pictures up here really quick. I'm gonna put them on the page tomorrow. But anyway, if you guys remember the caps, there was a tan cap and a red cap, and the red cap is a woman's cap. Oh, that's not from Harry. It's from his missus. It's from his missus. There she goes. It's from Sandy. The must be the gray cap. Oh, the T-shirt. Okay, here's what the deal is. On the T-shirts, okay? On the T-shirts, if you win, they're probably going to be unisex, but we'll need your size. Okay, if you win the T-shirt, if you want a woman's T-shirt or a man's T-shirt, let me know. But we also need your size. We'll make the shirts and then send them right to you. That's how we're going to do that. And also the caps. The caps are your standard caps. I like that one. I think that one looks cool as hell myself. I really do like that one. But the caps are standard caps with a Patriot, and those are going to be the two color caps that we're doing. But the shirts are going to be red and white. Right? Yeah, red or white. And that's what they look like right there. You guys like that? I think that looks just sharp as hell myself. I think that looks pretty cool. But anyway, like I said, if you win the shirts, all you got to do is tell us your size, and it'll be red or white. And then what we'll do is you'll get those size shirts, boom, and she will print those out for you, and then they will send them right to you. So I hope you guys like those. I do. I'm going to put those pictures on the page tomorrow. So all four of them are in the raffle also. And those things there, $10 a piece on the raffle tickets for the shirts and the caps. So, and specify what color cap you want. This way we know who's doing what. And I'm going to have them separated, or if you want the tan cap or you want the gray cap. As far as the shirts go, if you want a red shirt or a white shirt, let me know. And then we'll just get it in your size, and boom, Johnny on the spot, it's yours. So, yeah, I do, Jerry. I need to copyright it. I got to figure out how to do that. I don't know how to copyright anything yet. And if you know anybody knows how to do that copywriting stuff, hey, let me know. Tell them to get a hold of me, because I need to copyright Mr. Brutally Honest and the Patriotic Rancher, plus Chris Logan Horsemanship and everything else I have. So, all right, well, we're going to call her good for the night, ladies and gentlemen. I thoroughly appreciate it. Jeff Vire, I can't thank you enough. Jeff Vire has he's the one who bought the 1022 Ruger. So everybody tell Jeff Vire thank you very much, because he donated that for the raffle. And Jeff is also going to pay the FFE fine, a fee. So what is going to happen is that rifle is sitting in Wamego, Kansas right now. And if you win it, it's going to be shipped to the closest firearms dealer to you. And you just have to go down there and fill out the paperwork and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm going to get with Jeremy Hansen. Jeremy Hansen has a plate with all the presidents going up to Ford or Nixon on it. and we're going to put that in the raffle also. And Jeremy will send that to the winner of the raffle for the plate. So you guys need to let me know if you want in on the plate. So, all right. So this thing goes to the 31st of this month, and all the drawings will be said and done. I'm going to get different cups and bowls, and everything's going to be put in them, so I won't get them all mixed up. So, all right. So anyway, if you guys know somebody that knows anything about copyright, tell them to get a hold of me, because that's a good idea. That's a damn good idea. I need to do some copyright information. I do. Thanks. That's a good idea. I'm glad you guys are Johnny on the spot, because I'm not. So, but yeah. Okay. We're going to wrap this thing up tonight. It's been fun, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here with us. I can't express my gratitude for you guys sticking with us and all these troubled times and turbulent times and me being late on some things and stuff. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to make these broadcasts better. It's just one thing at a time. Now, me and Jeremy Hansen are working on a lot of little short 30-minute rant videos about stuff. And you guys be looking for them, because those are going to be coming. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Also, Big Sarge now, he's got 3 shows that he's working on Redcon One Media. So you guys be looking for them. Be looking for Alex, Jason, Zach, everybody associated with Redcon One Media. Jermaine, of course, and then the new guy, the new person, the big old beard, something Bobcat, Wildcat. The name's too long. I can't say it unless I write it down. But anyway, things are growing, things are getting big, and I appreciate it, guys. God bless you. God bless the Republic of the United States of America, and God bless the people of the Republic, ladies and gentlemen. You know, as Donna Joe says, grow where you're planted. Make sure your roots go deep. Make sure your roots go deep, and don't let the winds of change blow you over. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't thank you enough for being here and supporting us and helping us out. You know, I'm not the one that's going to benefit. You guys are, because you guys are our family, and our family is growing every single day. So, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you. And like I said, you know, every day, I say this all the time. If you sit on a wooden fence too long, you're going to get splinters in your butt. So get your ass up, put your feet on the ground, go forward, and let's take our country back. Never go backwards. Never go backwards. And when you do, we will take our country back. We will see you guys Wednesday. This is Monday. Yeah, we'll see you Wednesday right here on Redcon One Media. The truth is here.